And welcome back, everybody. You are joining us for hour 2 of Through the Mirror with Larry Sinclair on the Rense Radio Network this Friday, December 21st, 2012, and you are joining us for the very last hour of broadcasting for this program. And I want to tell you thank you. Not only thank you for listening this evening, but thank you to all who have tuned in to listen to what crazy things come out of my mouth for the last 9+ months. And you don't have to tell me. I know some of the crazy things that have come out of my mouth and traveled over this microphone. There's probably some things that may have even had those in the studio pulling their hair out, hoping like heck that I'd just shut up. No, just joking. I do know from past exchanges with the studio that I have had them literally cracking up with some of the voice impersonations that we have done on this program to try to shake things up a little bit. In fact, Todd told me that after one program, he could not stop laughing. I believe that was a program where I was talking about how I used to embarrass a friend in Wally World, also known as Walmart, when I would accompany her to the store, and immediately at the top of my lungs in front of God and everybody, put on my Bubba from Georgia and start screaming, Mama, you know you don't need no more of them granny panties. I'll tell you what, if you ever want to see a woman's face turn so red from embarrassment to where all they want to do is run and hide because they don't even want to risk trying to kill you yet, do that to them in Walmart. And then, hopefully, you'll have a way home. And hopefully you will have traveled to the store in separate vehicles, because God knows if she's got the keys, you ain't riding home. But those were some fun times. Wasn't meant to intentionally embarrass. It was just, people being goofy. In fact, I think we need to be goofy a little bit more often in this day and age. We've gotten too serious about everything. We've gotten too uptight. We can't even laugh and joke or play without being accused of being a racist or a bigot or a hate monger or being called nuts. And believe me, if we don't loosen up a little bit, in the coming new year, it's only going to be worse. Everything is done now behind an iPad or an iPhone or a smartphone or a computer screen, be it laptop or desktop. We don't interact with people face to face anymore. I don't know what we've become. We attack people that we don't even know, that we've never met. We malign people's reputations because we think that we have the right to do that. We say it's in the interest of freedom of speech, but it's not. There's nothing beneficial or productive about using freedom of speech to malign and attack and insult people. If we don't figure it out and figure it out soon, I'm afraid we're going to reach the point of no return. It's up to us. And when I say it's up to us, I mean it's up to you, it's up to me, it's up to every one of us, it's up to your neighbor. We've got to stop letting people tell us what to do, how to do it, when to do it, what to think, what to say. And that's what my focus is going to be on coming 2013. Holding people to the exact same standards in which I hold myself. Refusing to promote anything or anyone who can't live by the very same standards that they demand others to live by. We will focus on reaching our fellow citizen, our neighbor, our friends, our enemies, in efforts to work together in whatever way we can. I will focus even more attention and time working with Gordon Gebert in bringing the Occupy versus Tea Party thing to a larger audience. Not so much because it's a competition between the two, but because when you bring people together in an environment like that, and you see the different areas where they can agree with each other and work with each other on, it's worth doing. I refuse to let people or organizations who want to promote themselves as being the voice of the conservative movement in this country, or the voice of the liberal left for that matter, tell me who is or who is not worthy of being read or listened to or talked to or invited. I strongly encourage all of my listeners to do the same come 2013. I strongly encourage my listeners to take some time in the coming new year and reassess your belief or your impression of different groups and organizations. Dig a little deeper. Get outside of the mainstream where they promote themselves as being this and that, and talk to individuals who are a part of it, not from the money-making and self-promoting side of it. And for those of you who don't know who actually operates, funds, or runs a particular organization, I strongly encourage you to take the time to do your research and find out. And don't just stop when you get a name, but look into that individual's past history and past positions and make sure that you understand what the agenda is before you throw your support there. Or you start marching wearing a logo with their T-shirt on it. Social media has allowed so many to abuse so many people in the name of saving our country, both on the right and the left. "2013 should be a year where we all reassess what's important to us and reassess those groups and individuals and organizations that we thought were of the mindset of being interested in saving this country for our children and our grandchildren. Make sure that you understand that the people you are supporting are doing what it is you really believe should be done. And if they're not, then disconnect, unfriend, delete. See, these are going to be the new code words in the new year. unfriend, unfollow, delete. And block. There's so many good people out there that really do believe in what they're doing. And there's so many others that take advantage of that commitment. In 2013, we will focus on holding everybody to the same standards. You're listening to Through the Mirror with Larry Sinclair on the Rinse Radio Network. It is Friday, December 21st, 2012. It is our last broadcast. We'll be back after these brief messages.
Scientists in England have succeeded in stabilizing the time-honored substance in garlic that destroys harmful bacteria, viruses, molds, yeast, and fungus. This all-natural microbe killer is called Allicin C, and it's now available to you in 100% vegetarian capsules only on the New Earth page at Rense.com. This powerful broad-spectrum antimicrobial agent is harmless to friendly bacteria and has been concentrated to equal an astonishing 35 cloves of garlic in each vegetarian capsule. Think about it. The antibacterial, antiviral strength of 35 odorless cloves of garlic in just one capsule. Allicin C is so effective it even destroys superbug MRSA in test after test. Allicin C is truly an incredible advance in natural medicine, and with the threats of bacterial and viral diseases and pandemics growing, no home should be without it. Learn more and order Allicin C on the New Earth page at Rense.com.
Remember this name, Carnivora. That's CARNIVORA.com. What if I told you that this 100% pure and natural product was delivered directly to the White House at President Reagan's personal request at a time when only the president was able to obtain it? Reagan used this amazing product, Carnivora, successfully, a product derived only from nature that has the intelligence to instinctively attack abnormal cells only without harming a single normal cell, and the power to actually wake up critical immune cells from dormancy to attack foreign invaders that don't belong in our bodies. Carnivora is now obtainable by anyone who wants to get healthy and stay that way. Call 1-866-VENUS-FLY and protect yourself with 17 naturally occurring compounds that will unleash powerful immune defense. That's 1-866-VENUS-FLY. Call 1-866-VENUS-FLY and get your Carnivora today. Visit carnivora.com.
Known worldwide as the most consistently fascinating, informative, and unique program on radio, the Jeff Rense program can be yours to listen to anytime, anywhere, whenever you want to hear it. For pennies a day, our subscribers can download any of Jeff's thousands of programs featuring a treasury of newsmakers, researchers, eyewitnesses, and incredible subjects, all in MP3 commercial-free, crystal-clear 56-bit digital sound, and take these often unforgettable programs with them wherever they go. As a subscriber, you can also listen live at airtime, online, anywhere in the world, or browse through our archives of over 10,000 hours of legendary broadcasts. Subscribe now by taking the link at the top of Rense.com and enrich your mind with the most unique panorama of vital information and the best independent, honest journalism in radio. Look for the Subscribe Now link on Rense.com and give yourself the knowledge you need for these unprecedented times.
And welcome back, everybody, to the last hour two of Through the Mirror with Larry Sinclair on the Rinse Radio Network. And in going down memory lane, those of you who listen to this program on a regular basis and are with us at the bottom of each of the 2 hours. You are familiar with the commercial advertising American Masters Painting, serving Northern Virginia for some 35 years. Well, American Masters Painting is owned and operated by some very dear friends of mine who have done everything that they could possibly do to support this program and make it what it is when it's good, and who have absolutely no responsibility for it when it's not good. And I made that statement. But tonight's going to be the last night you're going to hear that commercial. And in fact, that one will be one of the commercials that airs in the next break. I received some Christmas gifts today from American Masters Painting. And I think Mojo actually made out better on that deal than I did, which means I know where American Masters' heart's at. No, just joking. And I'm saying all this because I know they're listening tonight. So, coming back from the commercial, I was actually already tearing the paper off. And I would like to give everybody a suggestion for this Christmas. For those gifts that you have not already wrapped yet, a little less tape. It really does need to be easier to open these things, especially for us old people. Now, that said, I am holding in my hand a box from Jim Shore, Heartwood Creek. Let me see. What's this? In a way, I'm kind of scared to open it. You know, kind of like somebody gives you one of those cans. You open it up, one of those tins, and you think it's got cookies or popcorn or nuts or something, and you open it, and all of a sudden pops out a spring snake or something to scare the daylights out of you. Oh, I like this. I like this. You know, I probably have one of the best collections of Christmas ornaments and items. And if the price tag that's on the back of this thing really is what it cost, then American Masters Painting needs to return this and get their money back. This is beautiful. It is a blue star. And it has the entire nativity scene hand-carved into it, from the shepherds to the angels to the three wise men. Thank you. It will go with the other Christmas ornament items that I have been lucky enough to receive and collect. Oh, and this one actually stands up like a picture frame. That's even better. I appreciate it. And I also appreciate the fact that you guys have supported this radio program from its earliest days. And I only hope and pray that one day I will be able to return the favor. You guys are absolutely incredible. A true blessing, and I would not know where I would be had it not been for your kindness and your generosity and your faith in what it is that we have been trying to do with this radio program. So I do want to thank you. And I want to ask any of our listeners in the Northern Virginia area who may need to spruce up something, whether it is your home or your small business, from painting to furniture refinishing to cabinetry, please go to AmericanMastersPainting.com, contact them. You won't find a better quality company to serve you, and I can assure you, you will never find any company that will do whatever it takes to make sure that you are a happy and satisfied customer. And in fact, I know some of their satisfied customers who would be more than happy to go on the air and say the same thing. So, American Masters Painting, thank you so very much. And Merry Christmas to you as well. Guys, we're counting down. And in a brief moment, I'm going to hear the bump music leading into the next commercial break. And as we begin to descend into that break, please, when we come back, think of something you can do for someone, whether, and in most cases, maybe even just choose a stranger right off the street. Let's be human again. You're listening to Through the Mirror with Larry Sinclair on the Rents Radio Network. We'll be right back.
It's a real pleasure to introduce you to permaculture, a new concept that can allow all of us to survive these times of crisis, economically and with food, water, and energy in a healthy and abundant fashion. How? By establishing the amazing permaculture food forests. With one simple, fun, fascinating step-by-step guide, you can become completely confident about survival with permaculture. Food forests and permaculture are productive, life-saving technologies for any climate in both urban and rural settings. Jeff Lawton is the world's foremost permaculture authority, teacher, designer, and consultant. Jeff has successfully worked in many countries, cultures, and different climates, helping people survive with permaculture. Come and enjoy an exclusive aerial guided video tour with Jeff of his water harvesting swales, dams, and food forests. Go to jefflawton.org to view this fascinating free video on how to survive and prosper with permaculture. That's GEOFFLAWTON.org. American Masters Painting, a family-owned and operated business beautifying homes in Northern Virginia for over 30 years. American Masters craftsmen serve all of your painting, staining, and wood refinishing needs. American Masters not only guarantees to deliver satisfying results, they also promise a positive, rewarding, and personalized experience to your complete satisfaction. American Masters Painting is recognized for its flawless expertise in all custom interior and exterior projects. For a free and timely estimate, contact American Masters Painting toll-free at 888-760-7760 or visit AmericanMastersPainting.com. And remember, when you're thinking American Masters Painting, you're thinking one family serving another, one project at a time. American Masters Painting is a proud sponsor of Through the Mirror with Larry Sinclair on the Rents Radio Network.
You're listening to the Rents Radio Network, coast to coast on the Galaxy 19 KU band satellite, nationwide and worldwide on the Internet, and of course, on rents.com.
Are chemtrail geoengineering programs changing our weather and destroying our environment? Why in the world are they spraying?
they want to create a storm in the southeast, then they'll start engineering out over the North Pacific. That's where the trailies will be.
Find out why critics are calling Why in the World Are They Spraying the most important film that is revolutionizing the environmental movement.
It's just going to get worse until the point where we're not going to be able to grow anything at all unless it's a Monsanto genetically modified, abiotic stress resistant seed.
Why in the World Are They Spraying? New international version with languages available from around the world. For 1 month, Rinse listeners receive free shipping. Go to the banner on the front of the Rinse website and click on the link for more info.
It's all about money, and weather is another form of commoditizing, a way the Central Command Group can commoditize another form of our life.
Why in the world are they spraying?
And if you control the weather, you're going to control the planet. It's that simple.
Will 2012 bring the Mayan end of world or the global banking collapse? In 2007, one man, Mike Dillard, made 5 predictions which forecasted the 2008 economic crisis and the pending Eurozone collapse. This week, Mike unleashes 3 brand new, shocking, must-watch videos with predictions for the coming year. www.the3videos.com. Over the past year, Mike Dillard has helped thousands of ordinary people create and recover wealth by tapping into the black box investing strategies the big banks don't want you to know about. www.the3videos.com. As the European banking system implodes and governments collapse at breakneck speeds, the next 12 months will be the most anticipated and important months in modern human history. This will make 2008 look like a walk in the park. Everyone will be affected. Go to www.the3videos.com now. Learn how to prepare your family and prosper during the global financial collapse.
You're my soldier boy, a man amongst men. You're my soldier boy, a man amongst men. You're my soldier
And we are back. And if it sounds like I'm talking with something in my mouth, it's because I am. You would think after 9+ months, I would have these commercial breaks timed to where I didn't come back on the air embarrassed trying to talk to you while I had caramel sticking my teeth together. And those of you who knew about my little diabetes visit are probably going, you're not supposed to be eating that. That's true. But every now and then we do things that we're not supposed to do because it makes living life a little more adventurous for us. 9+ months from young teenagers and young adults, Audrey Taylor, Blake Anderson, and Luke Anderson from I'mTomorrow.org, to Christina Tobin from Free and Equal Elections Foundation, to author John F. Groom, Tracy Diaz, Tatiana Moroz, Ann Coulter, Brigitte Gabriel, who we had on the program on Wednesday night, who has been so gracious as to come on the program anytime we have asked her to. To Doug Johnson, who is an author and pundit. DougJohnsonOnline.com. To songwriter, singer, musician, producer, and IT expert Dave Cahill. Author and Washington Times writer Tom Mullen, Acorn whistleblower Anita Moncrief, author and national security expert Diana West, managing editor of Palladian View LaDonna Riggs, author and former appointment secretary to President Eisenhower Robert Keith Gray, Nashville's most popular nationally syndicated radio talk show host and author Steve Gill, Dr. Elena George, who, by the way, the last time Dr. George was on this program, I got some feedback from a lot of our listeners who were listening to that particular program and went to drelenageorge.com and actually found the information about MetaShare, MetaBid, which are linked to her website, to be extremely helpful in determining what type of medical assistance they would be interested in obtaining. We have tried to be informative as well as entertaining. Award-winning actor and director Ken Wall, who came on the night before Election Day to endorse Mitt Romney, who was absolutely thrilled to the fact that Mitt Romney's sons, Matt and Josh, came on the program right after Ken Wall to talk with us before Election Day. From New York Times bestselling author and entertainment attorney James Herson to author, businessman, former Libertarian vice presidential candidate Wayne Allen Root, author and businessman David Bago, Kyle Olson, founder, publisher, and CEO at eagnews.org, author and XM radio host Rose Tennant from Quinn and Rose, The War Room with Quinn and Rose. I mean, we've been blessed. Author, economist, and professor Carl Schramm, author, UN correspondent Joseph Klein, Ryan Morrow, national security analyst for RadicalIslam.org, Al Fadid, researcher, editor, writer, and translator for numerous ministries from the QuranDilemma.com, activist, musician, songwriter, author, actor Chris Cassone, High on a Mountaintop, tribute to the Benghazi heroes, a music video that to this very day I continue to ask you to go to on YouTube, like it, share it, spread it, embed it. Barbara Espinoza, last Friday, American Freedom by Barbara. The beautiful, young, dizzy blonde that spent the whole hour talking about having Alzheimer's moments. Foster Freeze, William Landers, Travis and Jarrell again on Wednesday, Mark Dice, Gary Johnson. The list goes on, and we've done it. Steve Bannon. Joel Gilbert. Mike Salvi. Jordan Page. Steve Griffin. President and CEO of Veritas Entertainment. Producer of the movie Last Ounce of Courage. Founder of Stand USA. Mr. Toot Sweet, multiple visits. Chuck Kirkpatrick, the People's Vote founder and CEO. Robert Sanchez, Constitution Cards creator. Kevin Jackson, author and Tea Party activist. Like I said, the list just goes on and on. There's no regrets here. In fact, as far as I'm concerned, we have accomplished remarkable things in the 9+ short months that we've been on the air. Dave Bray from Madison Rising on April 4th, 2012. To this day, I still hear his voice when he says that he liked the interview that we did with him, that it's one of the first interviews that he's ever done where he was allowed to talk about what he thought and what he felt and not just about music. You're listening to Through the Mirror with Larry Sinclair on the Rinse Radio Network for the last time tonight. Don't go away. We have one more segment before we say thank you and good night. We'll be right back.
Heart-related health problems affect millions of people each year. Maybe you're one of the many who suffer from issues related to angina pain, high blood pressure, congestive heart failure, unbalanced cholesterol, irregular heartbeat, or clogged arteries. There is a solution that doesn't involve expensive prescription drugs that only mask the problem and leave you with horrible side effects. If you are ready to live your life free of sickness, pain, and fear, live your life with increased vitality, energy, and youthfulness, and experience your body healing itself, then you're ready for Heart and Body Extract from Healthy Hearts Club. Heart and Body Extract has a 23-year proven track record of using certified organic herbs that make up an excellent formula to balance and support the heart and circulatory system. In as little as 2 weeks, you can feel amazing results when your 2-month supply of Heart and Body Extract today. Call 1-866-295-5305 or go to hbextract.com.
If you're taking 1, 2, 5, or more nutritional supplements, please stop. Simplify your supplementation with Bio Superfood, the most advanced nutritional whole food supplement you can buy. Men, women, children, even Olympic athletes the world over have discovered Bio Superfood from BioAge.com. And now take just one nutritional supplement instead of many. The Bio Superfood formulas are whole food products composed with 4 of the most nutrient-dense algae found on Earth. Bio Superfood for the brain helps with focus, memory, clarity, and mood. If you can increase brain health, the rest of the body is a no-brainer. Bio Superfood has 0 toxicity and is safe for you and your family. Learn more and order your Bio Superfood formulas at BioAge.com, spelled BIOAGE.com, BioAge.com, or call 877-288-9116. That's 877-288-9116. BioAge, the age of advanced organics.
In, I would say, 12 short minutes, what started just a little more than 9 months ago will come to an end. In these 9 months, I have had the privilege of talking with and getting to know and becoming good friends with many in the liberty movement, many conservatives, many in the Republican Party, Democrats, independents, entertainers, defenders of the freedoms of our Constitution, people who simply refuse to sit back and just let things happen without at least putting up a fight for what they believe is right and just. Would I trade any of it for the world? Absolutely not. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to end up talking all of these last 10 minutes. I think I'm going to be on for about 4 more. And I'm going to let this show go out airing Chris Cassone's High on a Mountaintop just one more time. And I want to do that because as we come into celebrating Christmas, I think it's important that we remember that we've been sidetracked and we've talked about everything and anything but how 4 Americans were murdered in the U.S. consulate in Benghazi, Libya, on September 11th of this year. I think we've gotten away from trying to hold people accountable and getting answers. I continue to see Twitter posts where Jay Carney says that the president has no intentions of holding anybody accountable. No one will be fired or lose their job or anything else as it relates to what transpired on that day of September of 2012. That responsibility has been sufficient in his mind. I want us to remember that while we talk about the recent killing of 20 young innocent children in a senseless, tragic act of violence, that we also need to remember and talk about the fact that our government continues to kill many more young, innocent babies every day by drone attacks all over the world. And that only when we can address all of it can we come up with ways to stop it. Now, I know it's hard for people to imagine holding the U.S. government responsible for a drone attack that's supposed to be to protect us from attack. It's hard for people to understand that these drone attacks kill innocent children on a daily basis. But if we don't talk about it all, and if we don't try to come up with a solution that prevents all children from being murdered and slaughtered, regardless of whether it's the hands of a deranged individual such as Adam Lanza, or whether it's at the hands of a remote control button through the United States Defense Department, it's still murder. We're better than that. We have to be. We have to be able to protect all innocent lives and to accept responsibility when we fail to do that. We have to be able to talk to each other and engage each other in a dialogue, whether it be a debate or just simply a conversation. We have to do that. If you learned nothing from this last election cycle, let me remind you of one thing you should learn. This constant right versus left, liberal versus conservative, you against me attitude does nothing at resolving any of our problems. It does nothing towards bringing us together and working together. And any organization that tells you that they have all the answers and that you need to stand by them, support them, and do whatever it is they tell you to do, you need to stand up and say, I don't think so. I've learned so much over these past 9+ months with this radio program. And that's why on Tuesday night, when a good friend of mine referred to the Ron Pauli types, I confronted him and asked him to define to me what he meant by Ron Pauli type. That's why I made it clear that I've sat down with these people. I've talked to them. I've spent days at a time with them, listening to them. Liberty-minded people who believe in the principles that were taught by Ron Paul are no different than you or I. Liberty-minded individuals are not dedicated to every conspiracy theory in the world. And on that note, I want you to promise me that you will listen to High on a Mountaintop, and thank you again so much for giving me the opportunity, the experience, and the privilege to come into your home and your lives for the last 9+ months, 5 nights a week. This is Larry Sinclair saying good night for the last time on Through the Mirror with Larry Sinclair on the Rinse Radio Network. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
My son is gone. What's to show? Defending who knows what, or who knows why. Half a world away, they watch for real. They saw the soul of a Navy SEAL who gave the order, let my son die. Evil men telling evil lies, just to win a vote, you watched him die. While that drone would only hover, finger pointing, they're on the run. Investigations have all begun. How much more will they uncover? I'm going high on the mountaintop. That's the only place I can't stop this crying. Going high, closer to God, farther from His lying. Yeah, you know it stands to reason that it's shaping up like treason. This we know. When his brothers, they all needed him, he was on the spot, not flying to Vegas. Real leaders leave when they are called, never thinking that they'll drop the ball, but drop to their knees for him who has made us. 9/11, baby, should have known. Al-Qaeda coming and they're all alone. Where's the outrage for the story? Laser target in his sight, 60 to 1, yeah, the odds look bright. You'll never understand their glory. We're going high on the mountaintop. That's the only place I can stop this hurting. Yeah, high on the mountaintop, justice will come one day, I know for certain. But I know I cannot run away and see who's gonna win this. Come on, raise your feather, man, I'm bent on miss. But cold cotton vision fell into despair while the dependency was chilling in his lazy chair, still collecting welfare. But bitching about her life ain't fair. Are you a contender? Hell yeah. Or just a pretender? We gotta be the man. Stand up and defend. Check it out, I was kicking back, watching the flash screen, surfing through the channel, political pundits, all I see propaganda or integrity. Who's gonna win this? Come on, raise your feather, man, or bend on miss. It was a left, took integrity, got hit in the jaw. From the shot, heard around the world he never saw. Coming from a shout score. Looks like I picked another bloody loser. Betting all the media will do that to ya. Are you a contender? Hell yeah. Or just a pretender? We gotta be the man. Stand up and defend. Welcome to the main event. Here we go.
Oxygen. It's nature's oldest therapy and plays an essential role in destroying viruses, bacteria, mold, yeast, and fungus, and keeping the human body healthy and strong. Now, you can give your body and your immune system a mega boost of disease-fighting oxygen with all-natural Oxy-C. With so many people now leading a sedentary indoor lifestyle, most are in a chronic state of oxygen deprivation, which sets up a perfect environment for disease, general fatigue, and a host of other symptoms. Oxy-C is yours in simple, convenient capsules. Nothing to mix, nothing to hassle with. Take it with juice or water anytime. Feel a cold or flu approaching? Have no energy or spark anymore? Try all-natural Oxy-C and prepare to be amazed. Oxy-C is only available from New Earth Health Solutions at Rinse.com. Look for the New Earth banner at Rinse.com.
Hi, this is Jeff Rentz. Royal Raymond Rife was without question the most gifted medical scientific genius of our age. He discovered that most disease-related microbes die quickly when exposed to their own specialized resonant radio frequencies. The BCX411 Rife-type frequency instrument has received the highest praise on several continents for its precision, simplicity of operation, and successful research experiment. The BCX, with its comprehensive manual, allows you to select the frequencies you wish to experiment with for the length of time you want to run them. The BCX handheld plasma ray tubes and RF radio carrier